Hello investors, it's Zil from Equitymaster bringing you investing insights to make investing simple and easy to learn. To stay updated on investing trends and the latest developments on Indian markets, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Some parts of India's power story rarely get attention because they sit behind the scenes. Transformers, cables and meters get the headlines. But tucked between them is a business that quietly keeps everything running. Switchgear. It is what decides whether a factory runs smoothly or shuts down in seconds. Every new metro line, renewable park, or data center depends on it. As India builds out its next phase of growth in EV charging, industrial automation, and grid expansion, demand for reliable electrical control gear is rising sharply. The numbers tell the story. India's low and medium voltage switchgear market, valued at over 340 billion rupees today, is expected to double by the end of the decade. Demand from utilities, smart cities, and digital infrastructure continues to drive steady order books for manufacturers. Margins have remained stable as companies benefit from better technology, rising exports, and energy-efficient product designs. Here are 4 small cap names that stand out. The stocks are taken from the Equitymaster screener. For investors seeking quality industrial exposure in a market where value is hard to find, this corner of power sector may be worth a closer look. Before we move on, please note this video is for information purposes only. It is not a stock recommendation and should not be treated as such. There is no opinion or view on any stock covered herein. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. First on our list is HPL Electric and Power. HPL Electric and Power manufactures metering systems, switchgear, lighting products and cables across 7 integrated facilities in Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. The company serves both institutional and retail markets, supported by a network of over 900 dealers and 85,000 retailers nationwide, giving it strong reach in the low voltage electrical space. In FY25, revenue grew 16% year-on-year, driven by healthy growth in metering and low-voltage switchgear. EBITDA margins improved to 15% on better product mix, automation and cost control. In Q1 of FY26, revenues fell 2.5% with EBITDA margins near 15%. The metering business saw a temporary slowdown as utilities adjusted smart meter rollout schedules, while the switchgear and wires division continued to perform well. The order book stood about 30 billion rupees, reflecting steady execution and new tender wins in metering and wires. Looking ahead, the company plans a 1 billion rupee capex in FY26 focused on automation and expansion in smart metering, industrial and domestic switchgear, and high-growth wires and cables. Management expects the consumer and industrial portfolio to exceed 10 billion rupees in revenue by FY28, supported by continued brand and channel expansion, targeting 100,000 retailers by FY26. At present, the stock trades around 30 times earnings, a deep discount to its long-term median of 46 times. Next on our list is Shivalik Power Control. Shivalik Power Control designs and manufactures low and medium voltage switchgear panels used across industries, data centers, and infrastructure projects. Its product range includes power control centers, motor control centers, DC synchronization panels, intelligent MCCs, and APFC panels built to IEC 61439 and IEC 61641 standards. The company partners with Siemens, Schneider Electric, and TDK to deliver fully type-tested systems and serves over 1,500 clients across 13 countries. FY25 was another strong year. Revenue grew 30% year-on-year, supported by higher orders from industrial and renewable energy projects. Margins remained steady near 14%, driven by better automation, execution efficiency, and export traction. The company's switchgear and control panels account for almost all its revenue, positioning it as one of the few pure-play switchgear manufacturers in the small-cap space. Looking ahead, the company remains optimistic for FY26. It believes the key growth drivers include a stronger order book from commercial and industrial clients, deeper partnerships with automation OEMs and EPC players, and a continued focus on high-margin, value-added panels and automation solutions. Shivalik is also exploring new export markets in neighboring countries and the Middle East. It is investing in capacity expansion, certifications, and digitization to improve efficiency and competitiveness. The stock trades near 19 times earnings, in line with its longer-term median. Third on our list is Vito Switchgears and Cables. Vito Switchgears and Cables manufactures and trades wires, cables, fans, lighting products, and low-voltage switchgear such as MCBs, isolators, and distribution board. The company operates through a strong retail network across India and exports to the Middle East and Africa via its Dubai-based subsidiary. In FY25, revenue rose 12% year-on-year to 3.52 billion rupees, supported by steady demand for switchgear and cables from housing and infrastructure projects. EBITDA margin stood at 10.1%, improving on the back of higher value product sales and tighter cost control. Switchgear contributes roughly 40 to 45% of total revenue, making it one of the largest verticals within the portfolio. Vito is expanding capacity at its Vasai facility and strengthening exports through its UAE operations. The company remains debt-free and continues to generate consistent cash flows. Growth is being driven by retail expansion in smaller cities and steady traction in industrial switchgear. At current levels, the stock trades at about 20 times earnings, close to its 5-year median of 19 times on screener. The valuation reflects the company's disciplined execution, strong presence in low-voltage electricals, and visibility from India's growing urban electrification. Last on our list is Artec Solonics. Artec Solonics designs and manufactures specialized power and control systems used in defense, utilities, and industrial automation. The portfolio spans bus transfer systems, control and relay panels, and engineered power electronics solutions that work alongside conventional switchgear. In FY25, revenue growth came in at about 11% year-on-year, led by better execution in bus transfer systems and control and relay panels. Management highlights stable to improving gross margins and double-digit operating margin gains in certain product lines, helped by stronger volumes and better fixed cost absorption. FY25 EBITDA margin stood at 4%. Looking ahead, the company is leaning into smart grid and export opportunities. It reported a major Middle East export order in the bus transfer system division and delivered a project for the UK's Global Centre for Rail Excellence, while calling out SAS complaint panels and smart grid components as growth areas. Artec also set priorities for FY26 that include scaling exports, expanding high-value product categories, and pushing innovation through its DSIR-recognized R&D center. The stock trades around 66 times earnings, close to its 5-year median. To conclude, even in an expensive market, fundamentally strong stocks provide an anchor. They balance growth with stability and give investors a margin of safety. The challenge is to look past momentum, separate durable businesses from cyclical bursts, and focus on those building value patiently. Small caps can offer outsized returns, but they also carry sharper risks. Order volatility, dependence on a few customers, and limited liquidity can all weigh on performance. Valuations may look appealing on paper, yet execution and scale take time to improve. Investors should focus on financial quality, governance, and cash generation rather than near-term price moves. It helps to stagger exposure and track how these businesses deliver on their growth promises over several quarters. These habits, patience, selectivity, and discipline, turn promising small companies into long-term wealth creators. That's it for today. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and family and make them as smart as you are. This is Zil from Equitymaster. Thanks for tuning in.